I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if she's just prepping early, or if this is nothing, or if she's just hormonal, or maybe something bad's gonna happen. So check these eggs out, just beautiful. Girls are laying really good right now. This is all going to go into this particular separation bunch you see right here. Overall, just very, very beautiful and clean. These were laid this morning. They are going into my water glass bunch, the newest one we have. So I hope you are continuing to preserve eggs and food and all the things that you need to be doing right now. Hope you are busy, busy. Yep, I'm going to have to go get a nesting box and set it up because our little Playboy bunny is bunching and looks like she's trying to build a nest. So I have learned the hard way that when you think a bunny is about to go, about to have her kits, you better make sure you have the actual nesting box ready to go. They actually tell you to put the nesting box in a couple of days before. So if you're kind of looking at around like 30 days or whatever, then you want to put it in there like day 27, 28. Well, she hasn't shown any signs, so I've kind of been watching. I've been putting a little bit of hay in with her every day to see what she does. She wasn't doing anything. I thought, well, we'll just continue to see what she does. Well, this morning I came in and she had it bunched. What little bit she had left, she hadn't nibbled on or whatever. She was just sitting there like, this is going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen, but she has it bunched in her mouth. So finish my chores. I'm going to clean the nesting box and get it up there immediately, because the last time, or either the last time or the time before I had kits, I had this going on in the barn, and I finished my chores and I was going to do my run, and then I was going to go get a nesting box, right? She had the babies right there by the time I got back. So we're in a little bit of a hurry. Let's see what happens. I don't know, but she is bunching. So, okay, she is, this is gonna be weird. I'm gonna get out of here. She is not sure about what to do with the nesting box. So I got in here, cleaned out the corner, set it up. She's kind of like, what do I do here? She's checking everything out. So I'm going to leave her alone, y'all. I really want to put some fine pine shavings in there too, but I'm going to wait and let her settle down and see what happens. But we're looking at gestation, like I said. I always say about 30 days because technically it's supposed to be 31 to 33. But my girls have always popped these little kits out around 30, day 30. So we're going to see. Okay, so I'm going to leave her alone. She was a little bit nervous. This would be a new mama. This would be her first time. So the first time that the first time you had a kid, it was weird, wasn't it? You didn't know what you were doing. So I set the nesting box in there. I cleaned out her little poop corner. Her box, her cage wasn't dirty, but she had a little bit in the corner. And I'm worried she's going to try to take, what if she doesn't take to the nesting box? What if she prefers to go over in the other corner or near it? So I cleaned that. She has food and water. Set up the nesting box. I just gave it some simple hay. What I want to see is, does she take to the nesting box? I think she will, on her own time. And we'll see if she starts pulling fur. They always tell you, look for pulling fur. That's not true either, okay? So what I'm telling you is every time any animal on your farm hatches babies or gives birth, it is not going to be textbook. It's not going to be what you should think it should be. There's always going to be different scenarios. So all you can do is prepare the most and best you can and let them take care of business. Intervene if you have to. That's just the way that it rolls. They are not machines. You're not a machine. So every one of my experiences with being pregnant and having babies was very different, just like I'm sure all you ladies out there. So we'll see what she does. Don't know if this will be successful. So here's the thing. Maybe you can help me. So I just looked at my phone and I looked at the calendar. Because I thought it seemed, I was like, has it been that long? and so I was right. I was thinking, gosh, I was thinking back. I was like, is it 30 days already, or roughly close to that? We're on about day 21-ish. So, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if she's just prepping early, or if this is nothing, or if she's just hormonal, or maybe something bad's going to happen. Maybe she's going to pass these babies early and they're not going to thrive. I don't know. All of my experiences with having rabbit babies, kits, have always been really, really good. Now, my first time around, she smothered some of the babies. And then, but the ones after that, I had 8 each time. Mama did great each time, and I never had a problem. But this is a different scenario. So, you have a girl that, jumped the fence and was out in the, and I knew that she was, probably in heat, because here's the story. So I came down the driveway. I left the bunnies in the garden, and they are double walled in, and somehow she made it out. So obviously we put her up after I got her the next day, which was very, very dramatic. But long story short, when we came, we were coming home, and it was starting to get dusky dark, and I saw her over on the fence line, outside of the cage, outside of the fence, outside of the second fence. And she was jumping. I could see her jumping. Like, she was like, woo, look at me, boys. And I tried to get her that night. It was a fail. We tried. You can only go so far into our woods, and she was gone. So it was the next day that I came home I had to go to the store or something, and James was mowing, and he said, your bunny, I saw your bunny. The coyotes didn't get her, because I was so upset, thinking that maybe the coyotes were going to get her, because we have so many coyotes and fox, right? So, I don't know how to turn down this air condition on this crazy car. So I went out in the woods, I got my glove, I took my animal crackers, kind of lured her in, and boom, jumped on her, and there you go, I got her. Well, so I don't know, if she was bred. I didn't see that, but this is kind of making me think she might be. Whether it turns out successful or not, I don't know. So, I had some people, when I posted that picture, they were like, you shouldn't hold that rabbit like that. I'm like, do you know how many briar bushes I just jumped through head first to get this girl? Not because I'm going to put her in a pot, or because I'm trying to be mean to her, but I'm sparing her from every other predator around here. So we put her up. She's been fine, but I knew that I needed to watch her. So this is the first indication of possibility of her being bred that I've seen. So this could happen today and it not turn out good. This could happen next week. I don't know. This could be nothing. This could just be her going in. I don't know. So I've placed a nesting box. She's got fresh food and water, cleaned up, and every opportunity to sit back and watch. But y'all, what do you think? Okay, this day, as every day, always crazy. It's time to get the corn planted. I'm supposed to plant my corn. If you're planting by the moon, today and tomorrow are the optimum, whatever. Okay, I know it's late in the day, but we have to go get hay, and I was determined to get my corn planted. I'm planting dent corn, heirloom dent corn, Hickory King. It looks to be a really nice corn. I've never grown this. I chose not to, at this point, plant any sweet corn. Some folks say, tell me what you think, that if you wait a good 2 or so weeks later, that they won't cross-pollinate. I'm not really too worried about it, but what I'm probably not going to do is plant any sweet corn. I'm probably only going to plant this variety this year. So I could plant 500 square feet apart and plant another variety, but I'm just not. I'm just going to stick with this year. My goal is to have a corn that will dry for grinding. You can't have any, you have to have racket around here. Grinding for flour, cornmeal, etc. It's supposed to be a tight ear, so kind of keeps the earworms out, etc. It's a beautiful looking corn, that's for sure. I like Bloody Butcher. I've grown Bloody Butcher before, and I have grown Cherokee White Eagle. Cherokee White Eagle, for the amount that I want to grow, is a little expensive this year, so I'm just holding on to what I have. So I was able to get some really good deals on this, and I got them early. So I've got it planted. We may do some more in some other places, but it's in the ground. It's time to cool off. And what you're gonna wanna do is plant your corn. I plant mine no more, about 3 feet apart as far as your rows. I do mine in blocks. I really like planting corn in blocks. That's been the most successful for me. You know, I've done 3 sisters and all sorts of deals. And you know, that's great for experimentation, but I want a lot of production this year. So I've got my rows about 3 feet apart. You want to plant your kernels in the ground about 8 to 10 inches apart. Mine's not perfect because I do it by hand. So my rows might be a little side-goggling, and you know, I've got a little bit of a spread here or there on my seeds, but I'm not going to hopefully have anything that I have to pull. So I got a good 8 to 10 inches apart, you know, maybe a little bit more, but that'll be all right. And then I've covered them up just a couple of inches. So you want to just plant, you know, about 1 to 2 inches in the ground, about 2 maybe, and then just, you know, cover them up. So we'll see where we look like in about 2 weeks. And when we get about 6 inches apart, I'll pull up again on them, and then I will determine when they get about 6 inches tall, that's when you look to side dress with fertilizer. And I have used fish emulsion before in the past, and it has worked great. But if you need to throw some 10-10-10, folks, whatever you have to do this year and going forward to feed your family, don't listen to all these naysayers. You need to eat. So I'm just saying, each their own. And those that are out here doing it do not need to be criticized by those who aren't. Just saying. Time to cool off. Woo! So she's off the clutch. Look here. So yes, I have broody turkeys, broody chickens, hens, and I guess broody bunnies. All right, guys, I'm gonna close out the video. That strawberry jam to make. I have a hay run tonight. We're gonna try to put up a bunch of hay bales tonight to get a head start on that. And then the strawberries are cut and ready to go. It's like chocolate cake, y'all. It is what it is. But I appreciate you being here. But all of these broody mamas, but she looks like she's bunching still. She's scattering hay. She's in and out of the nesting box. It's kind of like she's trying to figure out what she wants to do. So I'll keep you posted. Tell me what you think. I don't know. So remember, she got wild with the wild boys. Yeah, this was not intentional or planned, but really, is it ever? Guys, thanks for watching. Stay cool out there. Stay very, very busy. Keep planting your crops and your gardens and putting things away in the pantry. And we'll keep you posted on all these babies. I've got just so many mamas around the farm right now. It's a lot to keep up with. We've got to take care of our mamas and the babies, right? That's right. Thanks for watching. Like and share. Subscribe. We got a lot more stuff all the time coming your way, honey. We'll see you on the next video.